Welcome back to Red Devils TV, and Manchester United lose 3-1 to Arsenal. Now, I'm going to say that I'm very disappointed with the game, but it was a very good performance. And unfortunately, Manchester United came on the receiving end of it and we lost the game, unfortunately. But that last 10 minutes of the game was probably the most roller coaster type of emotions I went through as a Man United fan. And obviously, Eric Ten Hag has come out and said that he didn't think it was offside. Neither did I. I thought the angle was completely wrong. And yeah, I thought it was a clear goal for Alejandro Garnacho. But obviously, even if we did appeal it, it doesn't change the result. So that was the frustrating point for me as well. Poor defending on the corner, and that's obviously where we lost the game, on that deflection off Johnny Evans for Declan Rice's shot, and it went near post for Andre Onana, who struggled to make a save after getting a hand onto it. And the third goal that Arsenal scored, not being funny, but United went all out attack. Everyone was up the pitch, and it was an easy breakaway for Arsenal, who made it 3-1. Now, the other goals, Marcus Rashford took his goal very, very well, cutting inside and blasting it. Obviously, Ramsdale does get a touch to it, but it does just comes off the post. And then United concede literally within 30 seconds of Ødegaard, which was a beautiful shot. Eriksen completely lost his man, and that's Eriksen's fault. I'm going to accuse him of, because this has been Eriksen's issue so much. He'll do a brilliant pass to Rashford like he did to set up Rashford's goal, but when it comes to that defensive actions, Eriksen just isn't that player, and I just can't wait for when Amrabat gets to this team, because no doubt we'll have a midfield three of Amrabat, Casemiro and Fernandes once the international break is over. So I will say that I am disappointed with the game, like I've said, but we can take the positives from it. And the positives that we can take onto it is that we're looking like a better team. We seem to be using our possession a lot better. We're not wasting it as much as we have been in previous games. So, I believe that it was a improvement on how we played over the last few games, despite it being a loss. And Arsenal, they were title contenders last year. They beat us at the Emirates last year, and realistically, if that goal isn't offside for Garnacho, I think we win that game 2-1. But unfortunately, United just invited the pressure onto us, and we didn't get the winner. Obviously, it was a very well taken goal by Garnacho. Obviously beaten the entirety of the Arsenal defence for pace and slots it in. Ramsdale's not saving that shot, but it was just offside. And whether you say it's offside or not, it's confirmed as offside, and Manchester United officially lose 3-1. But there are some moments that I want to talk about now, and this is where the frustrating part comes to me as a United fan, because, we've currently got an injury crisis. Obviously, injuries are a part of football, but realistically, United had to play their 5th and 6th choice centre-backs today in Maguire and Evans, because Varane and Martinez aren't available. Martinez played for the majority of the game but went down injured, and that's why Maguire was brought on. And then Evans was brought on for Lindelof, which I have no idea why, but maybe Lindelof now pulled something, which is obviously a frustrating moment. So United invited the pressure onto us, and that's what caused us to... that's what caused us to lose the game. And again, it was a very decent game for a neutral's perspective, and I definitely enjoyed the game. But at the end of the day, the highs we need to talk about is that Rasmus Højlund, despite it being his debut, I felt like he performed really well. Didn't really get the service and didn't look very threatening. For me, it was a penalty on Højlund. I'm going to say it. Gabriel was threatened by Højlund the moment he came on. Højlund was nudging him, he was backing into him, and the physicality that Højlund brought, it worried Gabriel, and he threw him down to the ground, and it was a clear penalty. But I'm going to say the excuse that because Arsenal didn't get theirs on Kai Havertz, I firmly believe this is why we didn't get ours today. But with Kai Havertz, it was a clear not penalty. He was running with the ball. Wan-Bissaka steps over him to try and get the ball. Kai Havertz runs past Wan-Bissaka, but then as he's running, his back leg catches Wan-Bissaka's leg, because he runs into Wan-Bissaka and he goes down, and the referee firstly appointed it for a penalty, but the VAR overruled it, which was the correct decision. But the frustrating thing is that the Højlund situation didn't even go to VAR, and that was the issue in my opinion. But For me as well, Martial played really well. And obviously I need to just talk a bit more about Højlund. Højlund's going to be brilliant for us. Now, it's a bit of a shame that his debut has come to a loss, but as well, it's now an international break. So we've built up all this hype around Højlund. He's got his debut, and obviously he's going to have his Old Trafford debut after the international break. But we've now got to wait a week or 2 weeks, however long the international break's on for now, for United to play another game. So I can guarantee that Højlund will want to be increasing his attitude in training, be increasing his performances. If he doesn't, I don't know if he's going with Denmark or not on the international duty, but if he is, then obviously he'll just be training extra hard and making sure that he will be involved with the team and gets more minutes for the next game, whenever our next game is. I don't know who our next fixture is actually, so I'll have to look at that. But Martial as well, I felt like he played well today, dropping in deep, helping up with a link-up play. This is what Martial does best. Yes, obviously, he's not very much of a sprinter type attacker, but when it comes to the hold-up play, when it comes to link-up play, Martial is very good. Bruno Fernandes, kind of a off game for him, in my opinion. I felt like he played well, but he wasn't really involved as well, if that makes sense. Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Diogo Dalot, I'm going to give credit to both of them. I felt like they both played really, really well. Obviously, Gabriel Jesus sent Dalot to the shops right at the end to score that third goal. But, you know, Dalot's the last man of defence. He committed himself by slide tackling, and Jesus obviously expected that. He's Brazilian. You know how techy he is. He'll fake his shot and it makes you slide right past him. But overall, I felt like it was a decent game from Man United, and it's an improvement. It's a step in the right direction. We've got an injury crisis, and when Amrabat comes in, our midfield is going to be so much more balanced, and I can guarantee that Eriksen will not be involved in the starting 11 once Amrabat is here, because Erik ten Hag has wanted Amrabat before pre-season started. You know Amrabat is a massive admirer of Erik ten Hag, and Erik ten Hag is a massive admirer of Amrabat. So I can't wait to see Amrabat when he joins into the team, because we saw it today with Arsenal. Obviously, if Kai Havertz wasn't playing today, if Thomas Partey was fit today, Kai Havertz wouldn't have started. So they would have played with their two defensive sixes and their advanced 10, which is Ødegaard, and that's what United are going to be doing. We're going to have Casemiro and Amrabat as the midfield pivot, and then we're also going to have Bruno Fernandes as that advanced 10. So where Mason Mount fits, I have no idea once he comes back fit, because he's expected to be out until mid-October. That's a long time to be out. And for me, Mason Mount, yeah, he's a decent player. I look forward to seeing him return. But as of now, that's not my priority. I'm going to be focusing on the here and now, and that is who is going to be Manchester United's midfield three for after the international break. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'll do my quick match ratings quickly. Onana, I'll give a 6.5 to. I felt like he played okay. Obviously, you can't really do anything on the last goal, but second goal, unfortunate. I wouldn't actually blame I wouldn't even blame Onana on any of the goals today, actually. You know, it was first goal that he conceded. Eriksen lost his man, and it was an absolute power shot by Ødegaard. It was unstoppable. Second goal, it was a deflection off Johnny Evans from Declan Rice, and he even gets a hand to it, but it just bounces over the line. So, again, couldn't really do anything there. And then third goal, no defence. He's completely open. He has to keep his centre in the goal because he doesn't want to get embarrassed. And again, Diogo Dalot slides past him, which caused Gabriel Jesus to just tap it into the far corner. And for me, Onana, you can't really blame him on any of the goals. Wan-Bissaka, I'm going to give him a 7.5. I felt like he played really well today. Martinez, Lindelof, Maguire, Evans, I'll give all sixes to. I felt like defending-wise, we weren't at our best today, as well as Dalot, who I would also give a 7.5 to. Casemiro, I give a 7 to. I felt like he broke up the play really, really well, and he was very good in possession, and as well, special when he was dropping in between the defenders. And yeah, I felt like he played really, really well for Casemiro today. Eriksen, I'm going to give him a 6.5 because it was a brilliant assist to Rashford, but then we immediately concede a goal because he loses his man in Ødegaard, and that was the issue for Eriksen today, and that's been Eriksen's issue for his entire career at Manchester United. He's not a defensive player, and we're playing in that defensive role, and that's where we concede so many goals because our opposition teams target Eriksen. because he doesn't track his runners. He's not physical enough to fight them off. And that's the issue with Eriksen. Fernandes, I'll give 6.52 as well. I felt like he played all right. Didn't really... It's hard to say because Fernandes, he had a brilliant performance against Nottingham Forest, and obviously that's not going to happen every single game. But I felt like Fernandes played all right. But after a loss, you're not really going to give your team 9s and 8 out of 10s, are you? So for me, I'd give Bruno Fernandes either a 6.5 or a 7. Antony, contender for man of the match. I'm going to give him a 7.5. I feel like he played really, really well. Martial, I'll give a 7 to. I feel like he played well. And Rashford, brilliant goal, also gets a 7. And Rasmus Højlund, I'm going to say it, I'm going to give him a 7. I felt like that he threatened the Arsenal opposition, and I felt like we should have brought him on a bit earlier. I know we brought him on in around the 66th, 70th minute, whatever it was. I felt we could have brought him on maybe 10 minutes prior to that. I think that he would have settled into the game a lot more, and maybe it would have impacted a lot more. And I just want to say as well, that flick that he did to create that Garnacho goal was absolutely superb. Like, I know it was offside with Garnacho, but the flick off Højlund and the pace he's shown on the counter-attack was absolutely amazing. And that really annoyed me because United had a moment, I think it was around the 80th minute or something, Marcus Rashford was through on goal. So Marcus Rashford was on the break, got past the halfway line, and Arsenal defenders start covering Rashford's passing area. Rasmus Højlund sprints and he was absolutely rapid, just bombing down the centre of the pitch. All Marcus Rashford had to do was tap it forward and make it a through ball for Højlund to run onto, because Ramsdale was stuck on his line. He wasn't going to come out and get there in time. Rashford just loses his control and it goes straight to an Arsenal player. And that was the issue, because we criticise Antony for being a one-trick pony by not creating and stuff and just cutting inside and shooting. But Antony improved his performance today. Antony was very good today, in my opinion. Rashford's equally as guilty. He's a very selfish winger who is got that poacher's instinct. But this is the issue of United's curse number 9 for so many years. When you think back to when we had Cavani, Ronaldo, previous strikers, Lukaku, we don't create for our number 9 for some weird reason. And I don't know why Højlund hardly received the ball today. And when he did, he looked like he was good on the ball. And that should have been a penalty. I'm going to stand by it. It should have been a penalty on Højlund for Gabriel. He threw him to the ground. But anyway, for Erik ten Hag as well, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Tactically, I felt like he did okay for what he's got, because we've got an injury crisis. And he's literally just doing the best with a bad bunch at the moment, in my opinion. But let me know in the comments down below what you think of the performance today. For me, I think it's a step in the right direction, but I am very disappointed with the performance. But anyway, thank you for subscribing. I also want to say thank you so much. We've reached 800 subscribers on YouTube, on that road to 1,000. Thank you all, everyone that's in the community, on that road to 1,000 subscribers. So if you made it this far into the video, please tell your friends about Red Devils TV, and we'll be on that road and get 1,000 subscribers before Christmas. We're going to make it happen before Christmas. We will reach 1,000 subscribers. And if we don't, I will buy the hottest chip, whatever you want to say, and I'll eat it live on stream. That's if we don't get 1,000 subscribers. And even if we do get 1,000 subscribers, I'll do it anyway, because we'll do a 1,000 subscriber special when we do reach it. But if we don't do it before Christmas, I'll eat the hottest chip or Dorito, whatever you want to say, in the world. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Take care.